that secret, and that secret enough for us to bless our lives, to bring a comfort, a ease upon our lives, sickness and difficulties to be taken away in our lives, and unimaginable darajats of paradise. That if we think with what they want us to understand of timeless realities, Allah has no time, and that what Allah gave as a sign in this dunya, we have to go back and research it and put like bullet points of what isharat Allah gave to this dunya on the arrival of Prophet. And always the rule for understanding the importance of these celebrations and these nights and the reality of these lights, Allah has no time. It wasn't an event in which Allah only did it at the birth of Sayyidina Muhammad or the arrival of Nur Muhammadi onto dunya. What signs came? What holy people visited the holy mother of Sayyidina Muhammad for that birth and for that arrival? What Allah sent isharat unto this dunya to all of the mamlikat, all of the emperors, all of the lands. They saw so many signs, so many lights, so many falsehoods, so many incorrect things were put down, and they saw lights, they saw signs, they saw all of these realities. And just a small reminder for ourselves that Allah has no time, that every time Rabi'ul Awwal opens, Allah is releasing a barakah upon this hijab. That there are the 12 hijabs of our creation that govern our lights, and these are the hijabs in which Allah is nazar, divinely nazar on the soul of Prophet. And that reflection comes to us on these 12 months. When this hijab comes our way of Rabi'ul Awwal, they remind us what Allah sent. We go back and take all the bulletproofs and Wikipedia, all the articles. What were all the signs that Allah sent on the arrival of the holy birth of Prophet? And they remind us those signs are every Rabi'ul Awwal, that Allah extinguish every kufr within the people who are sitting and observing those lights. The people who were waiting for those signs and waiting for those realities, they witness them. They witness the devils running, they witness the false lights being extinguished, they witness the false emperors falling. And Mawlana Shaykh reminding what we have within ourselves and what we have around us. That when we sit to observe these lights, means we're asking to be dressed by these veils and by these hijabs and by these blessings in which Allah has no time. Ya Rabbi, in your timeless reality that you are always sending these lights and these blessings, and that Sayyidina Muhammad's light is always tanzila, is always coming. Because every event for Allah must be an eternal event. The lights of Prophet as it came to the womb of his holy mother, it must always be tanzila, always descending or ascending. There is no direction in the heavens, but that light must always be coming to earth. With that light it extinguishes falsehood, with that light it takes away every evilness and wickedness, with that light brought tremendous ni'mat and blessings. It illuminated the heavens and the earth. What it gave to Sittna Halima who wanted to be the wet nurse and to take that child, what it gave of blessings, what it gave of barakah, what it gave of unimaginable realities. And Mawlana Shaykh reminding that is for everyone who sits on that holy night and these holy nights in remembrance. Ya Rabbi, what you sent, you're always sending. Increase us in the love of Sayyidina Muhammad, increase us in the affection and the way of Sayyidina Muhammad so that we can become a recipient of that love. That he purify the being. When we begin to understand and contemplate and meditate on that love, it's unimaginable. When awliyaullah come into us and come into our lives and teach us how much Allah loves this light. And this is the light and the source of all realities opening upon dunya, that It is all based on love. How much Allah loves that light, and you begin to contemplate how much Allah adorned the entire samawati wal ard for the arrival of these lights. How much Allah honoured and gave tashrif and nobility for the movement of the light on Isra wal Miraj to the heavens. How much He sent ihtiram, how much He sent love, how much He sent buraq, adorned and fashioned all the heavens to be filled with these lights. They begin to think, if we begin to contemplate that level of love, what Allah is going to put that light in, means that our hearts by way of love of Prophet will become purified. Because how can Allah put something so pure and so beloved and so beautiful into something dirty? And that's why that light cleans us. That's why that light blesses us. When somebody gives you a beautiful set of flowers and all you have is a dirty vase, you feel ashamed to put that flower into that vase. Because you know that that dirtiness is going to ruin these flowers. What do you think from Allah? That all my love for Nur Muhammad, all my love, my respect for Prophet, not even ours, Allah's respect and ihtiram. That I love that light, I call that light to my Divinely Presence. All blessing and barakah I'm dressing upon that light. When you begin to remember that light, means you're bringing that light into the heart. Allah by means of that light immediately tells the malaika, begin to clean that heart, begin to clean that being, begin to clean everything within them, because they are now the reciprocal, they are the vehicle in which holding my most beloved treasure. The love of all my Prophets, all of them, no distinction, because they're all in the darajats of Nur al-Muhammadi. What gave their risalat is the degree of the Muhammadan light within them. And that's why Allah inna deen Allah al-Islam. It's only one message that Allah delivered. Through one light of Sayyidina Muhammad, the nubuwwah means if they were given that light and that honour, they either delivered a message from one message, or they came to confirm a message already established upon earth. But that tashrif and that light, when it begins to come upon us and begin to enter into the heart, begin to dress around the soul, by means of that light Allah purifies everything. Tells the malaika, that light now entering into that abd, begin to purify them, make their heart like gold, because I'm sending the treasures of the heavens and earth upon them. I'm sending the light and the love of Sayyidina Muhammad within them. They are Ahl Muhabbat. And that Ahl Muhabbat, what make them to be honoured not from themselves. So when people say, oh look at these people, they make themselves to be honoured. No, Allah give them an honour because the light of Sayyidina Muhammad occupying their being. The light of Sayyidina Muhammad is all around them, dressing them. That's what Prophet said, remember me once, Allah sends my soul to make 10 remembrances upon you, 10 salawats upon you, 10 from Allah that has no time, no beginning and no end. Anything coming from Allah has no time. Any tanzila, any rahmah, any barakah that coming from Allah is timeless. They know that in science now. We are a timed creation and time is a port of creation. From heavens is not bound by creation. It's from a timeless reality, and they have even timelessness beyond the understanding of timeless. But for us to understand these realities, Allah begins the tanzila and that dress. By means of that light, everything within our being will be purified. It will be prepared as if the heavens were prepared. Everything to be adorned upon it, everything to be light upon it. And that's why they say the pious people are mahfuz. Mahfuz means they are guarded. Wherever they do wrong, the malaika come and begin to clean it. Because of the love of Sayyidina Muhammad, And with the love of Sayyidina Muhammad every amal reaches its sweetness. Because you can be hafiz of Qur'an and have no love for Prophet. You can become memorized 200,000 hadith and have no love of Sayyidina Muhammad. You can pray and have no love of Sayyidina Muhammad. You can fast and have no love of Sayyidina Muhammad. And we call that amal is a dead amal. Has no value, and that's why there's hadith for that. That the one who prayed thought he came with lots of prayers to Allah's Divine Presence, and Allah took him on his face and threw him into Jahannam. Because the character was bad, the actions were bad in the salah. Allah is not in need of the salah. Allah is not in need of the fasting. Allah is not in need of our shahada, we are in need of it. But in need of it, its fruit only opens with the love of Prophet. With the love of Prophet the malaika begin to clean the heart, clean the being, that you become the receptacle and an honoured vehicle in which to carry that light. You be fragrance from that light, to be blessed with that light, that every amal will bring out its beauty. Your salah will be something beautiful for malaika, because it's filled with the love and the ishq of Sayyidina Muhammad and Ashab al-Nabi and Ahlul Bayt al-Nabi. Because if you love Prophet you will love whom he loves. Your fasting will be fragranced with the love of Sayyidina Muhammad. Means every amal will reach its perfection. Every amal will reach the rida and satisfaction of Allah, where Allah will be satisfied with it. The salah, Allah will accept it with the love of Prophet. The shahada will be a real shahada, that witnessing whom you love, and Allah will be pleased with it. The siyam will be satisfied, Allah will be pleased with that siyam. Means everything we're doing is based on the love, and the secret of love is the way of Prophet. And that was the secret of iman. I mean, how to believe in a book that you haven't seen. What were the companions believing in? They hadn't seen Holy Qur'an, there was no manifestation of Holy Qur'an. But their love for Sayyidina Muhammad they believed him. Why? Nobody saw what's being revealed by Allah. But the love of Sayyidina Muhammad they said, Samina wa ata'na. You say it, we love you, we believing it. You tell us to struggle, we are struggling in that way because we love you. Everything the companions did was the love of Sayyidina Muhammad first. With the love of Sayyidina Muhammad came the love of Allah. How can you love Allah when you don't know Allah? They didn't see Allah, they didn't know anything from the holy book, they never even heard the revelation coming. And that was the secret, and that's why Prophet was teaching that your faith won't be complete until you love me more than you love yourself. And that was the life of the companions, they did everything for the love of Prophet. And because of that love they grew close to Allah. A nearness and a dearness, when Allah describing how close am I when you are good and you're filled with good manners and you're doing everything I'm telling you, I'm closer than your jugular vein. But with that closeness, if you have bad character, I could be billions of miles away for you, because it's no of any benefit. If the character is bad, as if you are billions of miles away from Allah, although He may be right here. But that jugular vein has to do with the reality of the blood and the heart. He's giving the verse of the jugular, teaching us that I'm closer to you than your heart. If the heart is filled with my Habib, if it is filled with the love of Sayyidina Muhammad, the character, khuluq al-azim that I gave from an amazing character to your reality, if I put all of that, your character, then it's something to be loved by the Divine Presence. And Allah grant us sincerity, grant us to be mahfuz, inshaAllah, to be guarded and to be protected, and to make everything that we do to be blessed. That is the secret of why they want us to live a life in which we support Mawlidun Nabi, live a life greater than ourselves, only running after ourselves. They live a life in which we think, how are we going to raise the name of Prophet higher and higher for ourselves? He doesn't need it but for ourselves, for our family and for our communities. So it means Allah has given us a great gift to be able to have Mawlidun Nabi 3 times a week and to support that. Allah has given us a great gift on this Rabiul Awwal to have a big Miladun Nabi and to support that. So it means they open for us these realities of love and showing our love, to make that love to be real. We pray that Allah accept that, bless that, and to dress us from the realities of Rabiul Awwal inshaAllah this year, and Mawlidun Nabi coming up next Friday inshaAllah, and that we all struggle and strive with whatever ability and whatever skills, whatever we have, that we put for the way of Sayyidina Muhammad inshaAllah.